Today, I'm going to teach you how to whip. If you follow the easy steps in this video, I guarantee you'll be able to do your first whip. Before you get started, you need to choose a jump where you're really comfortable. Realistically, if you choose a jump that's a bit too small, you'll struggle with timing. You need to find a nice medium-sized jump that's either sessionable or a line of medium-sized jumps where you can have a few goes every lap. When you're choosing your jump, also make sure it's got a nice wide landing because you'll likely transfer across the jump sideways a bit in the direction your front wheel's pointing. Before we start, let's talk about feet. Like and subscribe. I ride left foot forwards, so I whip turning my bars to the right, back end rotating out to the left. The reason for this, my right foot is on the back of the bike. So this gives me a couple of biomechanical advantages. The first being, if I turn the wrong way, you can see there's not much room in this area because my knee's there. So it's a lot easier, you have a lot more space to turn into this void where there's no knee. The second is leverage. My back foot is further away from the moment of inertia, the bottom bracket. As I turn and twist my hips, the back foot pushes the back of the bike round. Now there's some people that can do oppo whips and they can do them disgustingly well. So this isn't concrete advice, but I'm teaching you the easiest way to do a whip today. Most people will find this method a lot easier. So I would recommend doing it back foot, back of the bike. Step one, the bar turn. So this bit is important. A lot of people will do a bar turn coming from their elbows. Your back elbow bends. That's not going to do anything. Front arm stays straight and you'll see my shoulders are stayed square to the camera. If I do the correct bar turn, where the front elbow bends, back arm stays relatively straight, you'll see that my shoulders have already twisted in the direction that I want to whip. So watch carefully as I do the wrong bar turn. When you do your bar turn with the wrong technique, no matter how long you hold it, the whip will not follow through. Let's try a good bar turn. So in those clips, with the good bar turn, I can promise you I was actively trying not to whip. I don't think anyone's going to believe me. The movement I'm doing is all shoulders and arms, and the bike naturally wants to follow that through with a little whip. If you can get that bar turn technique right, you will do your first whip, whether you want to or not. So if you've only ever done straight jumps, just doing a few bar turns and repeating them will really help you get used to doing something else in the air whilst minimizing the risk. Now let's talk about dialing that whip up a bit. Step 2, hips. Don't think about your feet or your legs too much. We're just going to take the movement that's coming from our shoulders, keep the core nice and tight and follow through with the hips. And that'll start bringing the back end round a bit more. So for step 2, I'm keeping the bike straight on the takeoff, keeping the bike vertical on the takeoff, and just overemphasizing that bar turn in the air. My back hand is pulling gently towards my back hip, and the bike is following that motion. Important point, how do you bring it back? The number one rule of whips, get your front wheel straight. If you get your front wheel straight, even if the back end is hanging out, there's a very good chance you'll ride it out. To actually get it straight, as I turn in, I pull back. That gets me into a nice coiled up spring position. I pull with my front hand, straighten the wheel, and the bike does exactly the opposite motion and straightens up to the landing. So now we've practiced the good bar turn, following through with the hips. The next thing I'm gonna do is just speed that technique up, aiming to have my bars turning just as the rear wheel is leaving the lip. Now we're going to actually make things a little bit more difficult. We're going to move on to the last step, step 3, carving the lip. First thing about carving the lip is it's badly named. The most important thing is leaning the bike towards the backside of your whip. One thing that can help to do this is weighting your back foot, and the other thing is if you watch carefully, I do start to turn across the lip a little bit, and that also helps bring the whip round. So now you've got the 3 steps dialed, you've had some bike time, you've had some practice, you've unlocked the secret bonus tip.
My tip to do a sick ass whip is swing the off it.